Okay, it's a small puzzle. Right. It's fine, we got float. Just remember where all these lava pits are, you'll be fine. You know what's better than all my nonsense? Let's see if Leviathan can kill them all. Probably won't. I wish there was an AoE Holy Elemental. Adding a Holy Summon was a great idea. Thank you, Final Fantasy VI, you're the best. Pretty sure Alexander was first cast in FF6. Right? That's how it is. Do they get 2 counterattacks when you dual wield? That's not necessary. Science this up, baby. Garbage. Less garbage. 1 counter. 2 counters. What? Oh, man. See, this is why two-handing Knight Swords is so much better. Hey there, Daz. I'm sorry, Dragoon. You're just not very good. Okay, so are we satisfied that the hands you equip them don't matter yet? I don't think there's any big damage bonus for right hand versus left hand. It's hard to know for sure with the kind of monsters we're fighting. So I think the far left doesn't have a lava pit. This is good, because I want to kill the guys on the left. We've killed a lot of them when we were doing the original test. Excellent. Alright, so let's see how much damage we get here. Oh, come on, Kryle. Killing me. 340 and 2000. So I'm pretty sure on the same enemy, that was how much damage we were getting with the weapons equipped on the other hands. We were getting 2,000 first and then 300 or 400 the second hit. So my reaction is that it shouldn't matter which order you equip them. And also, it turns out that the Assassin Dagger did do more than the Partisan, but not by much. Of course, we're poisoned. We're going to test jumping out next. I need to do some healing, no doubt. I see that. That's also a trap. Everything's a trap. Here a trap, there a trap. Well, there's no lava, but still no progress. This is the problem of putting the summoner on the white mage. I just go for the kills rather than the thrills. Should have jumped. That would have been probably the way. Well, no, because I want to heal. Thanks, Kryle. No need to heal. No blue magic today, I guess. Does your Doom counter keep running while you're in the air jumping? There's some advanced strat for you. I think it does not, but it's hard to say. So, this is very difficult to say because the Partisan Spear is so bad. For a 40 damage difference, it is just crazy how much worse it is. This is why you couldn't even use the Dragoon until you get the Holy Lance. There's no other good lances at this anywhere. There just isn't. Are we getting double damage on both lance jumps is my question. So is dual wielding jump actually viable if you had good weapons? 4,666. We'll do one more jump and then we'll do a normal attack. Why did that guy regenerate? That seems silly. Everything in here is annoying. Just one of those dungeons. 4,600. Okay. What, are they just plants that regrow or something? I'm confused. They must be. I don't think I've ever seen them do that. We've never dragged these fights out long enough for these weirdos to actually do this. 2100, 350. Okay, so jumping with lances, I'm pretty confident we're getting double damage on both. I don't think it doubled dagger damage. I mean, it makes sense, but... I assume they respawn with low HP, but I don't know. Maybe if you kill them with magic, they don't get to regrow. At least he jumps back down for the victory pose. Sadly, we're kind of just proving more and more that Dragoon's not that good, and in this dungeon at least, Summoner reigns supreme. Apparently every switch is a trap. Come on, there's no lava pit there. I suppose there's a small, you could say like one of the lesser advantages of jump is you should get full damage on a back row enemy without having to kill all the enemies in front of it. So if you really want to kill some pesky enemy in the back, they might have a case for that. Although, the monk is just going to kill the front... Like, the jump does take a long time, so you might be better off just killing the guys in the front row anyway. I mean, you could probably do a party of 4 Dragoons and snipe the most dangerous enemies. I feel like as a concept, the Dragoon is really cool, but in this... The way the battles play out in this game, it's not a good... It's not what's needed. Alright. I don't know how you would ever guess that that was the right switch. There's a lava puddle right underneath it. But yeah, like, you can put the Dragoon in the back row to take less damage. Jump all the time. If you had 4 of them, they'd all be in the air. They'd dodge a lot of attacks. Especially if you could keep them synced to all jump at the same time. The enemy would miss a lot of attacks. I feel like that might... Honestly, the only way the Dragoon would be good is a solo run or an all-Dragoon run. Because then they dodge a lot of attacks that just don't happen. But what happens now is, if the Dragoon jumps, the enemies just beat up on my mages, you know. And maybe my monk, who covers and counters, but... Could cover and counter, but... A lot of times they'll just smack my weaklings while the Dragoon is flying around. Flame Ring. Eh. We're getting that classic Final Fantasy high encounter rate feel down here. Amplified a little bit by the battles not being quickly resolvable with auto-battle regular attacks. Gotta watch this spell. Okay, I don't know if this is the right way or not. There's 3 more chests. We had a split, so we've kind of gone one way and the split went the other way. Oh no, this was... Was this the entrance? Never mind. This is where we entered. How are we doing for job points? Kryle's getting close. Lena's getting there. Ferris is pretty close. Surprising, honestly, like, it's hard to gripe too much about the grinding. Wait. This can't be the way I entered. Let's hold on a second. Sorry, I'm just going back and forth here, but... That can't be the entrance to the dungeon because we came up and around. this looks like the first room. But there weren't switches. No, it Oh, we ran out of MP. Great. It's fine. Everything down here is probably weak to fire. And... or no. Well... ice? Because it's a fire dungeon? I probably should start doing some Libra. Not weak to that. Nice timing on the snipe there. The encounter rate is part of my trouble here, no doubt. There's so many encounter rates, it confuses your brain and you forget why you're here or where you're going. My brain. Probably yours too. Only holy. Sorry, Alexander has not been invented yet. So that means we probably don't have an Aga spell strong enough to wipe them. Another victory for summons being better than black magic. Yeah, not quite strong enough. Maybe that plus a kick? Kick? Pretty good. No, this was definitely the entrance then. Don't worry, I believe Lena will survive. One of the downsides for Kryl in our current build as well is for her to be strong as a monk, she doesn't get the auto haste. So for all these random battles, she is getting like nearly half as many turns as the rest of the team. You know, I keep saying I need to go buy Phoenix Downs, cottages, high potions, and I keep not doing it. We're already like an hour and 10 into another episode, but we'll finish this dungeon at least. But I definitely need, before we go to the final area, to stock up, because we burned through a lot of resources here the last couple of episodes. Mental and physical. No. Yeah, Sildra just does so much damage. More than Leviathan, right? So maybe water is not an element in this in Final Fantasy V. I guess does that mean which Final Fantasy was the first one to introduce water as a weakness and actual element, not just non-elemental for generic water damage? Because I'm not sure 6... No, 6 used water, because, Aqua Breath, right? Or the blue magic lore. That definitely did water elemental that worked on, fire enemies, for sure. I think Leviathan in 4 was non-elemental. I think. 90% sure. I don't think it did... I don't think there was, like, an element of water. I think Leviathan Summon just did non-elemental damage. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. That's one of the reasons Leviathan was good. Okay, all of this... I'm just dumb. I got all turned around, trying to get all the treasure. Edge? Right, he had... I wonder if it just... Was there a difference between ice and water? Or did his water-looking jutsu just do ice element? Yeah, flood. It might have just been the same as ice in practice. But it was one of the ones that did more damage to, the fire fiend with the weird name. Look, it's hard to keep track of all these guys. Italian-sounding names. So I just accidentally double Sildred this guy because I'm lazy. Yeah. But that would be the only one, because if the Leviathan summon is definitely non-elemental, the Flood Blitz will be either water as the only water attack, or might just be ice. One thing about Kick that seems cool is we don't get counterattacked like a physical attack would give you. Aqua Lung? Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually sure if it's different at this point. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI definitely had the blue magic, like the lore ability that did it. But once again, I'm not sure if it just had the same damage. Like, it might have just been ice elemental and you'd never really know the difference. Works on fire enemies, doesn't work on water enemies. Ice is about the same. I'm not sure. Because I'm not even sure Final Fantasy VII had a water element either. Like, Flood is ice-based, and then they added the water element. Yeah, okay. So originally it was ice. That's what my hunch was saying, so that's good to know. So that means the original Final Fantasy IV didn't have water, and they may have added a water element special for later, but yeah, it wasn't originally one of them. I bet you in 5 there's no water. If Leviathan is if Leviathan is non-elemental, well, there's the throw ninja. There's the ninja scroll, the water scroll. I don't know. It could be non-elemental again. I don't know if I ever saw it do extra damage. So it's questionable. It's just hard to know what... Because there's so few water attacks normally. It's hard to know... Why isn't Lena attacking? What the heck is going on here? Maybe I attack. I meant, yeah, I probably had a jump going and didn't want to waste her. The thing is, like, it's easy for an attack to use an animation that looks watery, but if mechanically it's just doing ice or non-elemental, it's hard to tell the difference. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, which Final Fantasy gave water weaknesses and strengths beyond just another non-elemental magical attack? That's the question, is when did the water element become something the enemies could resist or be weak to? Because I don't think Final Fantasy 4 or 5 did it. But I'm not 100% sure on 5 yet. And even 6 and 7, water could have been non-elemental again, right? Man, that guy is just picking on Lena constantly. Didn't even do any damage to anybody else. Okay, good news, we're almost mastering a couple more jobs. Just grinding away like crazy here while I try to figure out archaic Final Fantasy lore with chat. Oh good, the fire dwarves. Lolly ho no. So 5 was supposed... So then why is it a bug then? Why doesn't the boosts all elemental magic rod doesn't seem to boost... Like, it definitely works on ice, fire, or ice, lightning, fire, earth, wind. Probably fire again, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't work with non-elemental Bahamut like you wouldn't expect it to, but it doesn't seem to work with water elemental Leviathan either. We should equip, We have science to do. We can test out where their Magus Rod and Water Scroll throw works. I didn't even think we'd be able to, but, you know. Ninjas can't equip Magus Rods, but it's fine. So we got this black cowl here. Did I sell my old one, I thought? Maybe, I don't know if I found one, but anyway, you got one now. Crystal Shield, garbage. Spare robes, I don't know. I guess the black robe is better. More magic. All you're losing is stamina, which doesn't really matter. Crystal armor's not that good. I didn't buy a black robe. What did I buy? That one. That's what I bought. It's not that good, but sure. I don't have a ton of money, so I want to have money for cottages, but I might buy a spare black robe. We'll see. If you're gonna dual wield samurai weapons, this might be the second best. We've seen this for sale somewhere else in the Mirage Town, I think. So, purchasable 87 strength swords. Why is there no spear that's equivalently powerful, you know, second best to Holy Spear? Because they hate them. And 0 damage bow, whatever. Garbage. Just armor again, okay. I'll buy one of those. And then just weapons again. Yeah. Okay, it's really just 2 shops. 2 shops and a diner. Lally Cho. I don't remember the magic lamp. Sounds like something out of Dragon Quest. Rally Bow is digging a tunnel all around the world. Is there... There's no treasure or items in the Kingdom of Dwarves. Which seems suspicious, because in FF4, boy did the dwarves hide a lot of treasure. Oh, I thought this was going to be free healing. Okay, this is Mega Lava Zone. We'll be there in a second, but there's one more door maybe to check. Was there really no inn or restoration spring here? So Rally Bow's down here digging a tunnel. Something odd's happening. There must be a forest above us. Oh! So if you never... if you never found the secret invisible forest that they really just tell you about if you talk to anybody, the dwarves straight up say, hey, here's a map. At least in this version. Go here. That's cool. You know, I was complaining about how the game doesn't always tell you where to go. I don't think you need to go to the Mirage Town for anything, but it's nice that they pointed out. I mean, I guess you can, if you had any cottages left, which we don't. It'd be nice if they had an item shop here. You know, in the middle of a dungeon, there's a dwarf town. That's cool. They sell some weapons and armor. That's nice. Did I let you have an inn? No. Did I let you buy cottages instead of having an inn? No. Strangely punishing. Recovery spring? No. You were supposed to bring a whole bunch of cottages with you, Blue. Quit being so lazy. Okay, so... Throw. sciencing time. That's a lot of damage. I believe that got boosted. I have a feeling that is boosted by the Magus Rod. Oh snap, we may have found a trick. Because those are cheap. For as much damage as the summon and well, the animation's pretty similar. That might work. You only get the one Magus Rod, but this might up. Let's try a different color scroll. It should still be boosted. So they should all be boosted by the Magus Rod. Shouldn't matter. You can go faster animations. Are they... Wait, but... How does this do twice as much damage as fire? The one in the back... We haven't Libra'd them all, but I... That's a fun one. What is going on? What is... I don't have white magic queued up. What is going on? It's like 2000 is like base level power. Cave of Nourish in FF5. Doesn't sound likely. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We need someone with white magic. We don't have white magic. Whatever. One more point. We'll master black. It's fine. I don't remember which switch is which. Okay, so 1800 is like normal damage for a throw command, although in theory boosted by the Magus Rod, maybe. If I'm not actually sure if the Magus Rod affects scrolls. We'll figure it out. We're gonna science this puppy or die trying. We'll just let Ferris keep leveling mage jobs. It doesn't really matter at this point, but you know, might as well just keep it up. What am I trying to do here? You know what was cool in Final Fantasy VI? Go-Go the Mime, who could not equip an Esper, automatically, if you equip the magic command, could cast any magic that anyone in the entire group knew. So if one person knew Flare, one person knew Ultima, one person knew Meteor, he would know all of them. Final Fantasy VI really was the ahead of its time. We're gonna go with time magic, because yeah, Sage is good. Double black robe and then cheaper. Yeah, that was why I bought 2 of those, right? To have people with black robes. Okay. Okay. Now I have seen Water Scroll do double damage, which might not have been part of the Magus Rod, but might have been because the enemies were weak to water. So if we scan something and they say you're weak to water, then we know for sure that it's in this version. Why didn't I just scan that? Okay, does that solve it? Those things are weak to water. Now we need to unequip the Magus Rod and see if the damage is the same. Half the stuff in 6 is pointless. Well... There's a lot of spells. More spells than you need. Okay, we'll just equip... I don't know if they all add anything to your magic, but... Whatever. Poison we're not using... So, if it's about 4,000, then the Magus Rod doesn't work. If it's less, like 3,000 or something, then the Magus Rod works. So, I'm pretty sure the Magus Rod does not boost up throw commands. So, there. Monk is mastered, so we can get Kryl out of the dumb job now. That's good, because that was not... the monk was not being very effective comparatively. The counterattack was nice, but a lot of the regular attack was pretty weak. So I feel like it does say poison magic and various types of elemental magic. So well, but that's not a Final Fantasy VI problem. How many spells are in every Final Fantasy that no one would cast? When do you cast Silence? Almost never works. Protect, it's okay. Mini never works. These are good. Confuse never works. Blink is temporary. Shell's okay in a boss. Asuna, sure. Kirika, sure. Reflect, very occasionally. Berserk, actually not bad. But this is like a condensed list of white magic. If you include all the magic, it's like this one never, this one sure, never, never, yep, occasionally, almost never, sure. Maybe. Very rarely. Only if you're being a troll. Never works. Good. Mostly never works. Good, but very expensive. Never works. You know, how many of those were worth casting in a regular battle? Like, there's a few, but you kind of got that issue. So, where was I on my testing? Yeah, it feels like when it says elemental magic, they mean magic specifically. So, as much as the throw is scaling off of your magic stat, it doesn't scale off of your rods and stuff. We've proved that water is an element. At least, we should test out summoning Leviathan on that group, and if it do more damage to the front row and less to the back row, that will prove that Leviathan does water element. But then isn't boosted by the Magus Rod, which would be weird. It'd be like the Magus Rod would boost all elements except water. If Leviathan does do water damage, then... Then what? No, we don't need white. You can pick an element. Pick any... I mean, you could dual... I don't know. At this point... Ferris is learning white magic and time magic, I guess. Lenek, I mean, everything's weak to Holy down here. Oh, we want to see the Sage stats boosted Holy, too. I mean, we could throw off some blue magic. Hi there, Jay Kerman, if I missed you. I don't know. Well, we're sciencing. You got the Magus Rod, so it kind of combos with black magic a little bit. Okay. Let's just keep playing, keep sciencing. Hey, that's the one that opens the door. This is the right fight, if I remember correctly. The front row should take double damage from water, and the back row should not. If it's the same damage, Leviathan's non-elemental. Leviathan's water. 6,000 something to the front, 3,000 to the back. Success. Oh, am I keeping Monk? No, I've got a lot of things in my mind. I guess Knight? Next up? Not Dragoon, that's for sure. Actually, this is a good dungeon for Knight. Excalibur will do amazing. We don't need to think about this too much. Just two-hand it and crush. Nah, you know, it's fine. Right now we're going through some sciencing, so I think I would really so I'm convinced water is an element and that Leviathan does do water elemental now, that for sure. The only question for me left in regards to water and Leviathan is, does the Magus Rod actually boost it or not? We saw it boost air for Sildra and earth for Titan, fire, ice, lightning magic. All the black magic and the summons. It shouldn't work on flare or holy. But I would have thought it worked on water. But it might not. Oh. Well, we already had one of those. So that's where you normally get them. We got them from a rare drop a little bit earlier. So if you're playing along, this is where you naturally find them. Your monk without Kaiser Knuckles would be terrible at this point in the game. With the Kaiser Knuckles, they're not as good as a legendary weapon. But closer. they're still... They really don't keep up at this point, sadly. Okay. These guys were taking 3,000 damage. Approximately. Unequip the theoretical water boost, see if it's the same. I'm glad you can change weapons mid-battle. Okay, same damage. So, I feel like I've mostly confirmed that, sadly, this doesn't boost Leviathan. It does do water. I thought it was non-elemental for a little bit. But it seems like almost a bug with the Magus one. It's like maybe they didn't want to make Leviathan too strong. Because that would have been like 4,500 damage if it was plus 50%. And that would be... Things weak to it would be taking 9,000. But, you know... Would that really have been so bad? I don't know. Did we get everything up here? Yeah, all chests done. Means we're pretty much done in here. I guess I can show off Excal a little bit. It's doing alright. They should be weak to Holy, so... Man, the Dragoon is... I'm kind of regretting the dual wield, honestly. It doesn't seem... Poor Butts. Just deleted. At least he gets XP. So what else could we do? Basically, the Holy Lance is okay, but we can't two-hand it. The best we can do is dual wield, but his second weapon is basically contributing nothing. So is there any other ability that would be better than the nothing? This thing is pretty much garbage. Throwing is only good if you've got the magic stat to back it up. A Dragoon with no magic boost won't really be very effective with that. Sure, the money is always going to work, but I'm trying not to use it all the time. Have we tried something like an attack all, like kick? Spellblade shouldn't work with the lance, sadly. Blue magic, sure, but... Of the equipable abilities, maybe. Stick with the haste. We're gonna get a boss pretty soon, so just want to test this out. Dragoon is certainly not a great build for boss fighting. Should probably do some in-battle healing anyway. Cheaper. Okay, are you gonna do it? What's going on here? Okay, well, it was insta-death. As a general rule, I'm not a fan of insta-death. This is one of those abilities I don't use very often. It's a samurai high-level thing. It might have a pretty large delay before it triggers. Yeah, usually your commands will go right when you select them. So this is like a jump or a focus, at least in duration. And then it just kills everything. I'm surprised this is killing things reliably. I wonder if it's like, technically we're using a holy weapon, they're weak to holy kind of thing. Yeah, this game is too long. There's a few criticisms we've had of FF5. Oh, right, I forgot. Sage's Staff. Haven't shown this off yet. Boosted Holy. Yeah, it's... Dang. Yeah, that's a good one. Good if you've got Holy. Otherwise, less good. This one, good for everything other than Leviathan. So it's actually less... Well... It's good for the Black Mage until they get Flare. This one's dropped in value a little bit. Because you've got Air Knife, Thunder Rod, Ice Rod, Fire Rod. You can basically get... It just saves you re-equipping things. It saves you some inventory management. That's about it. Huh. So yeah, Ianushi, whatever. I didn't realize it had such a slow charge up, but it does do insta death maybe. Is there anything useful for a ninja? Not really. I'll just leave it. It's fine. Once he masters Dragoon, which is not even really worth it, you'll see. We'll probably never touch the class Dragoon again. The Holy Lance is fine, but only for people that can equip it, which is Dragoons and Freelancers. X-Tith sent us Oink. Oh, right. Ever since Final Fantasy IV had the Mega Sisters. They turn into the Three Stooges in the next game, but gotta have one of these somewhere. I wonder if this is the kind of place where this is good. Nope. Of course not. Hey Bahamut, how you doing? I forgot if there's any important mechanics on this fight, so we're just gonna go all out here and try to wipe them quick. I kind of remember each of them being weak to a different element or something. Probably red weak to ice, blue weak to fire. We can fairly easy test that theory. Yeah. Once again, a Spellblade would work, but you'd have to switch out quite a lot. Not that they're that dangerous. Oh, are they... Oh, they got that mechanic. I hate those kinds of enemies. They don't even do any damage, it just turns them into stone. We fought enemies that could just do that on a whim. Counterattack stone constantly if they wanted. I wonder if you could Ianuki them. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I don't know if they return at full HP. They probably do. So I guess the strat is just non-elemental AoE until they all die. Kinda sucks. It can work anyway. It just doesn't matter. Now they're all out of sync for HP, so I don't know. We don't really have a good build for this one. Should have used it. I mean, we have Bahamut, of course, but you'd probably want, like, dual cast Bahamut for this specific fight. Let me think if there's any kind of solutions here. The trouble is, like, one of them is still gonna die first. Kryl has literally no tricks. Butts has literally no tricks other than single target melee. And they just, yeah, reappear instantly. How do we get them resynced? Well, nobody has counterattack, so we just need to kill each of them and leave them. And then only do AoE equal damage, which kind of sucks. But clearly they're not that strong, it's just a matter of being equivalent. Oh, the red one, I guess, counts as back row? That's annoying. See you later, Tonic. Who needs sleep? I wonder if you can osmose them. It's probably a mistake. What? Osmose killed it? What? What is that? Osmose missed and then it died anyway. It doesn't even try to make sense. Alright, now they've each died without taking any damage. In theory, they're synced up at whatever HP they are when they revive. There, make sure everything's targeted. quick X magic Bahamut. Dual cast Bahamut. That's what we need here. I think quick would probably work. Because they shouldn't get a chance to respawn in your time stop. But X magic for sure, at the very least. Such a dumb boss. Respawning boss mechanics. Nah. How come I did 4,000 damage to one and it died? And here we are doing tens of thousands and they don't die. Maybe it's like if they take physical damage, they just die, respawn instantly or something. There must be some kind of mechanic for them to fake die. Anyway, get out of here, you punk. Tablet 3-0. Alright, for the future tubers, we're going to go pick up the legendary weapon. I guess I'll show off Meteor, and then we have to end our episode because we're super long episode again. Every episode is a super long episode. And we're out of MP. Awesome. I mean, I guess we beat that battle at a good time, because burning through that MP for Bahamut. I am going to... No. Float was what I was looking for. I'm just going to show off Meteor in here, and then we'll escape out. Time magic. Meteor. So it's the ultimate magic. You've got Flare single target, Holy single target, and Meteor multi-target. How does it compete to Bahamut then? Too random. I honestly don't think it's very good. So you're looking at 21 or 42 normally. It's pretty expensive. But I think it just hits each enemy once in this game. And it's basically like hitting each enemy with a comet, which is always a very random... Could do good damage, but there's no guarantee. It's not like Meteor from FF4, which is... Oh no, it can hit... Okay, that hit the same enemy 4 times and overkilled them, when it could have just killed... Split up its damage and killed both of them. So that's like an X attack. Yeah... Doesn't really impress me. Anyway, that is what it is. We really need to buy some cottages. First the legendary weapons, and then we can end the episode. And in between episodes, I can do some gear reset. I maybe even do some job level grinding at this point. I don't know. I kind of just want to get on with the final dungeon. Or the series of events that leads to the final dungeon, let's say. At least complete the side quests before the final sequence of events leading to the final dungeon. So, the last tablet. We'll give all the weapons here a quick review. You know, I had that bow, but we never even tried out Ranger. It just turned out that the legendary bow was worse than a bow we found on the ground earlier, so... Sadly, legendary bow, bad pick. Legendary whip? Maybe good. I don't know. Maybe better than the legendary bow or axe. Maybe. But the harp's got to be the worst one, right? Okay, there you go. Here's my hot topic. What's worse, Apollo's harp or Gaia's Bell. Okay, we'll give him a quick look. I kind of remember some demons coming in here in a minute. We got... Watch out, guys. 35 attack power. Strengthens earth magic. Remember that piece of armor we've had for... Oh... Since World 2, the beginning of World 2, maybe? Yeah. It's about as good as Gaia gear, except a 35 power bell. How about a Fire Lash? The attack is good. I think it can cast a spell when it hits something sometimes. That might make it a little better than 82. 82 is not bad damage. Harp, 45. Good against dragons and undead. Compared to other weapons... Sure, it's better than other harps. Compared to the other bell, sure. I mean, some of your free Geomancer magic will be Earth Elemental, but not all of it, and there's no guarantee. And the sometimes cause an earthquake, I assume means sometimes when you physically attack, if you bother, you will have the quake spell, but I'm not 100% sure. The whip, on the other hand, is not much stronger than the other whips. But if it does cast flare or something, then that would help. Anyway, I will try to test them out at some point, if I remember. Or at least equip them for once. I mean, it's real hard to equip the harp. I don't know, man. People love their bards, but... they ain't that good. The only thing about the bard you might like is the songs, and specifically one song. Wow, that guy... Apparently armor means nothing in this game. Excalibur did 4,000 damage. Sorry, Kryle. Alright, I did it all. We're done. You don't need to read the book. Oh, I forgot about that. I could have done that a long time ago, but I forgot. And then when I was here, I'm like, isn't there a recovery spring that can revive people? Yeah, it's just invisible. Okay. There's a good free heal. I do need to figure out where to buy cottages and stuff again, but... okay, well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Another long one after some weird game crashing. It won't take very long for... I mean, like, honestly, Ferris and Lena don't really have jobs to master. It's Kara, don't worry about Kryle. They don't need to master any more magic jobs. They're done. In preparation for endgame jobs, I might want to master, like Monk and Ninja or something. There's lots of other passive abilities that could work. In fact, dual wielding as a freelancer mage with 2 different magic boosting wands is a good idea. Is it worth your mages mastering Ninja? Not unless you're really enjoying grinding. But in theory, it would add, because they can't equip a shield, right? So it might as well have 2 rods equipped, or a staff and a rod. That works. More magic stats, more stats. But, you know, I wouldn't stress out about it too much. I guess as a freelancer, they can probably equip a shield, so, you know, whatever. But, you know, if you want to not have a shield, you can do that. The Monk definitely gives them a lot more stamina for HP, so if you want your mage freelancers to be more survivable with lots of HP, Master Monk. Or... I think Monk was strength and stamina, and then it's either Ninja or Thief for max agility, or Thief might be max agility and Ninja's like 1 less or something like that. But you also get like the passive, like I think Samurai has a passive dodge. I forget the name of the ability. But like you could level up your mages with some of the melee, the fighter jobs, just to get some nice abilities. You only need 1 person with first strike, but like dual-handed, obviously. This one, the Shirahadori. I'm pretty sure that's just like a 25% dodge, like your Elven Mantles. That's not bad. There's lots of other stuff that might be worth it. But yeah, I'm not gonna do that, I don't think. So as far as like in between episodes, I'm calling them passives because they're passively used. But you can call them whatever you want. The game just calls them all abilities. Yeah, actually, there's stuff like pharmacology. If you master chemistry, you could put this on everybody, right? Like, if everybody mastered pharmacology, then Freelancer version would get double potions, which is not insignificant. So, you know, there are some value mastering other jobs than your primary abilities. But my mages have basically mastered all of the mages they need, and even the X magic, so... I might let one of them master Chemist or something. If one of them masters Geomancer, we can always see traps. So I might get something like one of each. I don't think Dancer gives you anything for Freelancer. I don't think Beastmaster gives you anything. But yeah, it's not a big rush anyway. And then as far as like Butts and Kryl, I mean, they're almost done as well. We've got one person with Thief already. They've both got the important ones. And the same thing for them. If they want a higher magic stat so that the throw command, if you pick it up for Freelancer, is stronger, you might want to have them master at least one of the mages to get high magic. Other than that, there's not as many passive mage abilities. There might not be any. I guess you get the MP plus from mastering Black Mage. More MP total, I guess. Other than that, there's not much. You know, pharmacology maybe might be worth... You know, everyone could get some value, but I think Chemist masters pretty quick, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, there's not a lot of... Most of the good passives are in the melee characters, so... I'll definitely get my fighters mastering Knight. Probably Knight and Monk and all these things. I don't know. Dragoon doesn't give a passive, so it's pretty low value. I don't think Berserker gives a passive. And Mystic Knight's passive's not very good, so... You only go Mystic Knight if you want to go Spellblade. So, yeah, we're basically done is what I'm trying to say. So I might do a little bit of grinding off camera and then come back next episode as Freelancer and just stop grinding completely. Maybe. We'll see how I feel. I don't know. I'm ending the episode here, future tubers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what it looks like when we come back.